This is Out Loud and Laughing.
Welcome, John, to the chat. I got something good for you.
Welcome back to the chat. What you got?
I just did school shopping for Kenzie.
It's that time of year.
She starts kindergarten.
I know. I can't wait. I sent her something. You know that?
I know. It's in the mail.
Well,
I'll get it to her first day of school.
Shouldn't be, but anyhow. How did back to school shopping go? Like, did you explain to her sort of the importance around like presenting yourself well and being on
Yes.
trend? Okay.
She's going into kindergarten. So right now she's all around K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix. Actually a great movie, not gonna lie. But she has this new graphic tee with it on it, and she's dying to wear her first day of school. She has two gay dads. She's not wearing that the first month of school. Like, it's just not happening.
I don't get the joke though. Tell me why it's funny.
Well, she's just not gonna wear, like, we're gonna put her in proper dresses and cute outfits every single day.
So we're not showing up like as if we're like a concert going,
No.
street smashing 5-year-old.
Save it for the art class. You are showing up looking snatched. Beautiful, put together. She has two gay dads. It's expected. Hair done. Like, people judge your first day. So we are putting a lot of thought into what she's going to wear. And we don't even know what she's going to wear yet. So I was wondering, should we just look back at some of our trends to see if any of it inspires what we can put her in?
Possibly, but then also there might be a spin-off episode on why it matters what your daughter is wearing and how it represents you. But I get it.
Listen, we live in a world where people are judgy. She also, so fun fact, her teacher is a gay man too.
Oh, this is news to me. How exciting. Is that like who you wanted?
Yeah, so there was a couple of there's I think 4 or 5 teachers at this school, and there was like 3 who were like younger. You could tell like they were like almost like a little posse, 2 girls and a gay dude. And I was like, I mean, I obviously wanted the gay dude just because our community, duh. But she got him. And so now I'm like, okay, you have 2 gay dads, you need to put you in a cute outfit. And then you have a gay teacher who will never outwardly say it, but will likely judge them. Hello.
Yeah, that is the difference between getting an invite to the holiday party or them being like, no, we're not going to invite Brian and I.
Do you see this equation now? Why it's complicated?
I kind of do. Yeah, it's very. I had to get my guy calculator out, and it's broken now.
There's a lot of gays judging a poor little kindergartner, so the pressure's on.
Okay, let's go down memory lane.
Okay, let's
what
think
you
about
remember.
Yes,
okay.
The mistakes we made. Got it.
Okay, got it. Yeah, got it. Well, a lot of mistakes were made. First, tucking t-shirts into elastic pants.
Okay, that's like old school. Yeah.
I understood the assignment.
Yeah, that's like 90s, isn't it? Like MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Our moms.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like, it was literally like the celebrities, like MC Hammer, and then the workout class mom.
The workout class mom, I don't know if you remember this, but they were wearing what were called EG socks.
Oh yeah, EG socks with their cans of Slim Fast. Girl, it was a vibe.
I think Hooters girls still wear EG's socks. I think they're the only Hooters girls is what kept EG's in business all of these millennia.
Oh, I wish DEI infiltrated.
So is Kenzie pulling in outside of DEI? Is Kenzie pulling in any elastic tucked in things or over poofy socks?
No, we didn't go down that rabbit hole for school. I did wonder if she should show up in a velour tracksuit though, like
just
pink,
juicy on her ass, 5 years old,
just like juicy on her ass, like Mean Girls mom style. Like, hey girl, I'm here. Let's get the class started. She's like snatching her gum, like slapping it, and she just sits there with like waiting to learn math.
I'm not your regular kindergartner. I'm a cool kindergartner.
Exactly.
She's serving like mocktails.
She gets sent home because school's like, it's not Halloween. And we're like, yeah, duh, we know.
They're like, Kenzie was serving cucumber mint sparkly water at lunch. Like, we don't support a cocktail culture here at school. She's like, oh, no, we only save gin for Fridays.
Yeah. What, was there too much mint in there?
Why was there too much mint? You guys send her to school for like on gym day. You guys send her with a flask. You're like, oh, I thought it's a gin day. That was interesting.
Okay, fine. Next week we'll do Jim Beam. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not doing
doing tracksuits.
Not doing tracksuits either. About Okay, so I think girls actually had it worse in school because there are so many more different shapes and size and types of clothing for girls,
Yes.
like sleeve styles, lengths of things
Mm,
like skirts and shorts and such. So like,
give it to me.
yeah. So we're gonna stay away from halters. We're staying away from tube tops, and we're staying away from like those hoochie shorts.
Only on
But
Fridays.
but she doesn't wear that stuff anyways. Like she is a little dress and sandals kind of girl. Like
She is, but like I introduced her, we were on like a tropical vacation because we're fancy like that, and she had like this skirt top situation, and the top was like almost like a crop top, so she had her belly showing. And this was so funny because she was like holding her stomach like she was shy. But by the end of the night, John, she found her sexy and she was like, I love this. Now she loves to wear the outfits where her belly's out. And I'm
oh
like, did I just
no,
open up a can of worms
you
that I'm going to
abs-
regret later?
you absolutely did. You might as well just give her a choker and put butterfly clips in her hair and put her on the set of like TLC's waterfall video.
I'm just going to get the application ready for Teen Mom. Oh.
I mean, I hear it takes a long time to get on that show, at least 16 years.
Yeah, you have to at least try. So you start applying at 12. You should get on by 16.
Going to hell for that. I mean, based off of based off of the clothing some of these girls and boys both wear, it's not lost on me that some of them have children by the time they're 15. So,
I agree. Okay, I have one actually that we should dive into because, and I don't know if it's really a dead thing already, but it's not great anymore. Trucker hats.
oh my god, that's so funny because I thought you were going to say overalls, but the fact that I'm envisioning them both together.
It's kind of hot.
Do you remember what was that brand that tried to make trucker hats come back
Von Dutch.
Von Dutch? Like, if MAGA didn't learn anything, Von Dutch lasted a solid 3 to 4 years, and it was all around a hat. And it's my ironic style of humor to just imagine that this new hat will sort of just go in the same sort of dump trucks of history as Von Dutch
I know.
and Ashton Kutcher.
Listen, I rocked a trucker hat. When I moved to LA, I was 22. It was 2006, and I had like six different trucker hats, and I would just wear, yeah, I own them.
The only thing good that came out of that movement was when people realized that camo and light pink matched, and I thought that that was like, I was like, oh, it does. I love olive and pink
And then
together.
they had the pink camo print.
Yeah, but then that started to get a little too. That's too much because now you're.
Oh, that was too much.
That's yeah. You have to really too much, Brian. I'm sorry. If we can, mixing grunge, minimalism, active military, sporty streetwear, touch of glam. I don't know. I can't keep up with that. And that was confusing. Um, but trucker hats. I'm not a hat guy. Do you know this about
No,
me? No,
I do.
my face is too good looking.
Sure. Uh, maybe more the size.
Yeah. Wow. You have a voice for a trucker hat for radio. I don't know.
Listen, I'm wearing one right now, technically.
You really are, which I find quite ironic.
It's
But
backwards though, so I'm reinventing it.
that trucker hat, on the other hand, deserves a plug because of what they stand for. So I think you should plug it.
I agree. It's heygaddies.com for the dad and you. Buy the hat today. Was
I
that a good
love
voice?
that. That was actually really good. I was like, oh my god, how much money did we just spend on this?
No, but we had Dave on our pod, and he has heygaddies.com for all the gay daddies out there. And so, plug for him. We love our LGBTQ plus businesses.
What I think is really interesting about this, and this was not even planned. So you're welcome, Dave. We'll send you the check in the mail for all of the royalties and sponsors. No, I'm just kidding. No, what I think is really interesting is like the story of how Hey Gaddies came around, which was like this idea, and like even Kenzie, right? Like going back to this idea of her wanting to wear this like K-pop shirt. Like
Hmm.
we put on apparel and clothing to help us show the world who we are, who we identify with, who our communities are, and within Hey Gaddies, this idea of like knowing like other families who are like us and around us, like his apparel is really helping draw those sort of like connections and conversations. So from like a novelty standpoint, hysterical, the shirts and the apparels are great. But from a true movement standpoint, like there isn't anything on the market like Hey Gaddies where they're sort of following this mindset, and so I'm really happy for Dave's success so far. And if you guys aren't following HeyGaddies on Insta, I think you should start and check out their stuff. They have great stuff.
I agree. But I also think what's interesting is people wear clothing now to stand for something. We all wore clothing back then to fit in. Right? Like we wore Von Dutch hats not because it was standing for shit. We just wore because everyone else had one. Right? And so you think about all these trends like bucket hats and tracksuits and just all these different things. And, even our graphic tees that quote unquote stood for something, they didn't. They were at Hollister and they said the stupidest things and we just bought them. We stood for nothing, John, in the early
It
2000s.
said like "I love fuzzy flowers" and like Japanese like writing. You're like, what?
Yeah, and we like the color of the t-shirt, so we bought it. Like there was literally no rhyme or reason to why. But I actually have an interesting thing that I've been noticing
Yeah.
is baggy jeans for guys and skinny jeans for girls. Now you fast forward 10 years, now the guys are wearing skinny jeans and now the girls are wearing baggy pants. What the fuck?
It's so funny. Like denim is sort of like
It's so
the
verse.
it's so verse, but it's the first thing that starts to change shape when trend changes. And I noticed this
Literally.
a few years ago when I saw girls, younger teenage girls starting to wear like what I noticed to be like their dad's jeans, or like maybe just like jeans that like maybe some of our friends wore back in the early 2000s and late 90s. The shapes are so weird. Like they're not even bell bottoms. They look like they're skater bell bottom mom top jeans. They're the most unflattering cut things. They're cut like 4 days above the shoe. I don't get it. Like, and I'm just like, guys, what's so flattering about this? You're showing off the worst parts of your body. Like the framing
Yeah.
is completely wrong, but I guess they're into it. And that's another thing I've noticed is all the clothing today is so boxy when it
I
comes to
know.
women. When it comes to men and the tight pants, I'm not complaining about any of this. Okay, so
No.
shh. You did not hear that here.
John, we're getting into fall season where sweatpants with no underwear coming back. Outlines for days.
Outlines for days. I love a good flannel moment, like a Donald
Mm,
Duck flannel moment where you
like
just
an
like,
apple picking flannel kind of like thing.
well, apple picking was one thing. I was thinking about being at home with my apples out, and just a flannel shirt on top. That was the Donald Duck reference.
Gotcha.
Shirt, no pants, Donald Duck.
The things you do, John.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What about so we have like denim, which is
Yeah.
like a very very big staple, and I think that was a very good distinction. But we also touched on something that I think is really interesting:
Hmm.
political attire or like militaristic attire.
No.
I think it's very very interesting on how.
No.
Yeah, I just think I think there's a time and a place. I don't think that.
I think all of that stuff is stupid. Like, I think that if you're gonna get behind something like military, political wise, like put a sign on your lawn. That's fine. That's about as far as it should go. But you shouldn't have to deck yourself out like this person is like God.
And do you think that like schools as well as like other establishments, I know Disney actually does this, but do you think schools and other places should be dictating like what we're wearing and what like like I think like people are always so interested, and this is gonna be me answering my own question, and I'm gonna throw it back to you, but I think people are always so interested in um sort of curating this personality, and like of course we understand how much apparel is part of that. Um, but what I feel is missing sometimes, and this is where you can sort of see like a lack or a disconnect between intelligence, in my opinion, is like if you do everything with intention, right? Like going to school to learn or going out for an evening to have fun, like those are two very different things that require very different outfits, right?
Yeah.
Um, I think like it's really shitty that like establishments like Disney or school or restaurants, no shirts or no shoes, like no service type of ideas. I think it's really shitty that like all of the accountability gets thrown back to them, to the school, to the establishment,
Mm.
to whatever, just because people can't have the wherewithal to get it, wherewithal. To see what I did there? That was actually really good. Ba-dum-tsh. No, but people don't have the semblance to understand like what to wear when, because the way we show up can be distracting. The way that we show up could be inspiring. The way we show up could be seductive. So, what are your thoughts? I mean, I know that you kind of just said, but like in my opinion, I think that like putting too much freedom in the hand of the people, you're gonna get like some hoochie mama mini skirt short action with a leather jacket going to kindergarten. And it's just like, girlfriend, how are you ever gonna color? You know?
I mean, or she'll color really well because she'll feel confident. I think
Great, I love it.
if
Devil's
you're thinking
advocate
of
it.
if you're thinking about school, I don't like the idea of having full on uniforms because you and I did that and that's horrible because it's almost like some sort of camp. I won't say the full what kind of camp I think it's like.
Hmm.
But then also I also like when we went to high school, there were rules on what you couldn't wear. So you're still able to wear what you want to wear, but there are certain things like you weren't able to wear, like belly shirts or flip-flop sandals and things like that. So I think some regulation is good because then it eliminates kind of like the quote unquote sexy outfit that you probably shouldn't wear, but then also safety. So I think there's a middle ground here. Um,
What was
because
the
I think
what? Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, tell me, ask me.
Because well, you were gonna say because you think I wanted to hear sort of the wrapping up of that comment, but I was gonna ask before we start signing off. I was gonna ask you, do you have an outfit that you remember being the worst outfit
Mm.
of your life, like growing up? Like, is there one that like lives in a
Mm-mm.
picture?
Well, so I remember that you and I were not raised with money. Um, and so I remember that you and I would try and spend our own money to buy things to fit in.
Oh, it was such a
A-
sad time.
And I remember saving up money to buy Tommy Hilfiger jeans because they at least had the label on it.
Hmm.
Those jeans were cheap because they were on sale, which means that they were ugly, but at least it said Tommy Hilfiger on it. They probably weren't even the right fit. But I think I wore those for like a full year just so people knew that like I was in, you know?
Were they the ones that had the Tommy Hilfiger ribbon at the bottom of
No,
the
you,
hat?
me, and Chris bought the exact same jeans with our money. Yes.
Yeah, I
We all
know
had them.
exactly. I know exactly which ones they were. That was so
And,
good.
and I still wear them. No.
Oh, I made mine into a scrunchie. Cute.
Yeah. One scrunchie? That's a big scrunchie.
Well, got a big head.
I have a question for you. Oh,
Yeah.
I answer and you answer the first on the outfit because then I have another question of like around this topic of fashion.
I remember my mom used to put me in the tackiest outfits, but like
Mm,
also remember looking back, dress outfits, like church outfits and stuff. But I also remember looking back being like, man, I really liked it. I remember one being like a button-down top and slacks combo. Um,
okay.
half of it was black, the left side was black, and the right side was purple. And then on the bottom, on the
Yes.
pants, it was the opposite. So like a big quadrant of black
Why
and
was that a
purple.
thing?
Uh, you know, I don't know, Brian, but I will say this. I remember feeling really fly in that outfit.
It was very like Fresh Prince.
So Fresh Prince.
Yes.
Oh man,
The
yeah.
colors and the patterns were so questionable. They were of the time, but you look back and you're like, you were like literally a walking Andy Warhol, like art gallery.
I'm not too upset about that because I turned out to be
Right.
kind of a walking Andy Warhol pop art gallery. But
What's the one trend you wish is still here or you're happy it's still here? And what's the one trend that you wish just never came back? I have my answers if you need to think about it.
no, I why don't you go and then I'll come. And then, I do have some though. I do have some answers though.
I think the one trend that should stay is the mini skirt. So classic, so cute. I love it.
How about for women?
Exactly. For
Okay.
women, no, and then I think the one trend that should never come back for male or female, any of it, the capri pant.
There's a time and place for Capri, Brian.
In capri.
In Capri. The how about the Agua Alta in Italy? I mean, hello.
Oh my god. You
I
tell
get
me
it.
what trends.
Okay. Wearing clothes backwards. I don't know if you remember this. Crisscross.
Oh.
Remember this?
You want that
People.
to come back or you want it to never come back? Just to clarify.
I'm not sure yet. I'm still working that out in real time. No, I definitely don't want that to come back because I remember trying to do it and I'm like, how do you button your pants? Couldn't do it. So that one can stay off. And then the one that I wish would come back, not for me, but for girls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking about it. The butterfly clips.
Kenzie
I,
has them. She wore them yesterday.
So they're coming back?
Your sister bought them for her.
Oh, well, that doesn't say much. Are you sure you want? Have we? This is not happening day one of school, right? We've done research into this because
We've already talked about this. Definitely not.
Sure how cool TT is, but no, but
yeah.
I loved the butterfly hair clips because I would always be like, how many of these damn clips can a girl get into her hair? Do you remember?
A lot, actually.
I know.
You know, and you just, you put that with a platform shoe, skinny jean, and you're good to go.
I want hair clips for men.
Oh yeah, easy. You can just use Kenzie's butterfly ones.
Great. I can't wait till I visit.
All right, well, I'm gonna go grab my bucket hat and spend my day outside.
Well, I sure hope Kenzie looks smashing, and I'm sure she will on her first day of school. Thank you so much for.
She will look fit and snatched because she is wearing a corset, and we're gonna tighten that up.
That's good. I gotta go.
Curves, Sean.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
This was Out Loud and Laughing.
We're available everywhere you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.